Alright, so this is going to be a Costco sale item review of this Nongshim Shin Ramyun. They have the K-pop Demon Hunters on it, as you can see. Pretty sure it's the same flavor as the original. So anyways, normal price $17.49. It was $3.80 off, so basically $13.69, under $1 a pack. And so far I've seen when Costco has it on sale, it's actually cheaper than most other places. So yeah, I went to another Korean store that had them on sale, and I think it was like $16 for this. So yeah, this is much cheaper. Anyways, you can see it has all three. So this is Rumi, Zoe, all right, and Mira. Okay, so you have all of them. They have the Netflix K-pop Demon Hunters. I wonder if Netflix is paying them or if they're paying Netflix to put these on there to get more sales. But anyways, you can see they have the packaging, lovely life, lovely food, UPC code 4.23 ounce, 120 gram times 18 bags, total net weight 4.76 pounds or 2.16 kilograms. All right. So they have the graphics there, ramyun noodles with soup mix. Okay. What else do they have? Same information there, but with Mira. Okay, this is Best Buy, 16th of September, 2026. This was, or sorry, 18th of September. This was purchased on October 22nd, 2025. So almost a full year, 11 months, okay? And yeah, I think other than that, we're going to read the nutrition facts. There's the UPC code on the bottom. I'm not going to cook this up and make a video of it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be exactly the same as the regular one. I will open one just to see if the inside has anything special, but I kind of doubt it. Alright, anyways, here's the nutrition facts. 36 servings per container. So serving size is half a bag. Although I don't know anyone that just eats half a bag. I'll eat the whole thing. So I'm going to read the nutrition facts for a whole bag. 520 calories per bag. Sorry. 16 grams of fat, 21%, 8 grams of saturated fat, 40%, 1,620 milligrams of sodium, 70%, 83 grams of carbs, 30%, 3 grams of fiber, 11%, 3 grams sugar, which includes 1 gram added sugar, 2%, 11 grams of protein, 20 milligrams of calcium, 2%, 3.7 milligrams iron, 20%, and 320 milligrams of potassium, 6%. Right? It's manufactured in a facility that also processes milk, eggs, fish, crustaceans, shellfish, tree nuts, peanuts, and sesame. So if you're highly allergic to those, then you want to be careful, even if there aren't any of those ingredients in here. Right? K-pop Demon Hunters, copyright Netflix, used with permission. So basically they ask Netflix, I guess. Alright, so manufactured and distributed by Nongshim America, and then Cucamonga, California. There's their website. Here are the ingredients. It's a long list. So yeah, here we go. Enriched wheat flour, which is wheat flour, niacin, reduced iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, and folic acid. Basically wheat flour with a multivitamin in it. All right, then there's potato starch, palm oil, modified potato starch, salt, contains less than 2% of beef bone extract, beef fat, black pepper, citric acid, corn syrup, dextrose, disodium guanylate, disodium inosinate, disodium succinate, dried flakes, which include bok choy, mushroom, carrot, which is carrot and dextrose. Then there's green onion, red chili pepper, all right, and then there's flavor enhancer, which is maltodextrin, dextrose, glycine, sodium phosphate, tribasic, D-xylose, all right, and then there's garlic, glycerin, gum arabic, hydrolyzed corn protein, hydrolyzed soy protein, hydrolyzed wheat protein, maltodextrin, mono and diglycerides, monosodium glutamate or MSG, all right, mushroom extract, mushroom natural flavors, onion, potassium carbonate, red chili pepper, riboflavin for color, rice flour, sodium carbonate, sodium phosphates, soy lecithin, soybean paste, which is soy, wheat, and salt. Then there's sugar, textured soy protein, which is defatted soy and salt. All right, so wait, am I missing something? I'm reading all over the place. Sorry, it's defatted soy, flour, soy protein isolate, soy sauce, which is soy, wheat, and salt. And then there's wheat gluten, yeast extract, salt, garlic, cocoa, onion, citric acid, flavor enhancer, which is dextrose, glycine, sodium phosphate, tribasic D-xylose, and then there's tocopherols, which is an antioxidant, vegetable mixture, which is corn syrup, onion, cabbage, spinach, pumpkin, carrot, and tomato paste, and then there's yeast extract, yellow corn flour, and then all the ingredients with the little cross are powdered, right? This contains wheat and soy. Let's go ahead and open this up. All right, so you can actually see there's the Demon Hunters on there. Let me actually get a thumbnail of this portion. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to use for the thumbnail because there's so many parts to this. But anyways, let's go ahead and puncture this open, or get this open somehow. Okay, I see a lot of Mira and Zoe. Okay, I guess it's like one of each. Okay, the packaging for the most part is the same as the original, except they put the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff on it. I can actually get one of the originals just to show you side by side, but this is what they look like. Okay, I don't know if I can get all three in view. The packaging is kind of crinkly, so it makes it kind of hard to see. Let me push the noodles up to where their head is to get a better picture of them. Actually, let me see if I can find a less wrinkled one of Mira. Let's see, is this one less wrinkled of her? Kind of. All the Mira ones are kind of wrinkled a bit. Maybe this one. Okay, this one might be better. And then let me go grab a regular one just to show you. Okay, so here's Mira. Okay, maybe I'll put them in order. Zoe's my favorite. Not that it matters for this, but that's the one that I'm going to open and see if there's anything different inside, okay? So, let me go grab a regular one and compare the ingredients and nutrition facts, maybe, see if there's anything different. I kind of want to tilt these up somehow, but I'll figure it out. Give me a second. Alright, so here is the original one. As you can see, they kind of keep some of the stuff. They actually do change it quite a bit. So, yeah, if you want to see what the original, they took out the picture of the actual thing on here. It's on the box still, but yeah. Alright, the back of it, they added this Shin, which is spicy happiness in noodles. So they added this. Let's see if the nutrition facts are exactly the same or if they changed something. Maybe they did change something. There's a slight difference in the calories here. 260, this one updated to 510. Is it exactly the same? 16 grams, 8 grams, 16. Oh, wow, they reduced the sodium content. Now I'm curious how different it tastes. 3 grams, 11%, 3 grams. So they added more protein and they reduced the sodium. I don't know how accurate this thing is. There's less calcium now, and there's more iron, and then there's less potassium. So they did change the ingredients and stuff a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, now I have to cook one and see how it tastes just to see here. Okay. Same thing, 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes, depending how you want it cooked. 2 1/3 cups of boiling water, 4.5 minutes. I only cook it for like 4 minutes because I prefer my noodles more al dente. And then they also have the microwave instructions, which are the same. Okay, ingredients, I think for the most part are about the same. Potato starch, palm oil, modified potato starch, salt. Okay, beef extract, beef fat, black pepper, citric acid, corn. I don't know, they're about the same. Dried flakes, bok choy, mushroom, carrot, red chili pepper. I don't know. It's a lot of ingredients to read, but they look to be about the same. If you want to, if you're very curious and you want to read over it, you can read over it, but I don't know. from looking at it, they seem to be in the same exact order, so maybe there's just a slight variation of how much they put in there. Okay, again, I said I'm going to open one of them, so let's go ahead and open one of them and see if there's anything different inside. But yeah, they did change up the packaging quite a bit. These are spicy, if you couldn't already tell, but these are one of my favorite, I don't know if you would consider this instant noodle, but stovetop ramen kind of thing. Alright, I guess instant noodle, but yeah, okay, inside it looks like almost pretty much exactly the same. They have the flakes, and then they have the powder here. I mean, I already ate, so I'm not hungry. I don't know, but I'm kind of curious because how did they reduce, why is the sodium content reduced so much? From, this is 810, this is 980 in the half serving. So they reduced the sodium content quite a bit. Alright, I'm going to try cooking this up, and then I'll see. Basically, you boil 2 1/3 cups of water, and then while it's boiling, I like to just pour in these 2 packets first, then dunk in the noodles, and then set a timer for 4 minutes, and then mix it around with a fork or chopsticks or whatever, and then you can eat it. So yeah, if you want to see how I cook it, I mean, this is pretty much the same exact thing looking as the original without the Demon Hunter stuff on it, but somehow the sodium's different, so I want to see if I can taste that difference in salt level. Alright, I'll be back. If you're wondering, that's what the powder looks like. And this is what the veggie mix thing looks like. Alright, there you go. Alright, so it's boiling, so let's go ahead and dump in the seasoning packet. Make sure I get all of it in, and the veggies. Sorry, it's hard to do this with one hand. And then we'll dump in the noodles. Okay, get the noodles in there. We'll now set a timer for 4 minutes. And usually I like to add an egg, so I'll do that too, since I'm used to eating it with an egg. That way I can taste the difference more. Okay, so again, set a timer for 4 minutes. When there's 1 minute left, I'll dump the egg on top. But basically what I do is I kind of move this around a little to loosen up the noodles, but you don't want to be rough with it, just kind of like move it around, don't like try and stab it. Okay, so yeah, we'll be back when we add the egg. Okay, after about a minute you can see it's kind of like coming apart, the bunch or bundle of noodles, whatever you want to call that. Alright, so once it gets closer to being done with about a minute left, I'll crack an egg, drop it right in the middle, put the lid on, and then sometimes I'll even pull the noodles over the top just to help it cook more. So yeah, alright, we'll let this keep boiling. Alright, pretty much a minute left. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Okay, we'll just crack that in. And there we go. Alright, now we'll cover the lid and we'll let it cook the rest of the way. Alright, the 4 minutes has completed. I'll remove the lid, and you can see in here the egg is still not really cooked all the way around completely, so what I do is I put the noodles on top, and we'll let it sit for a little bit, okay? And then I can transfer this to a bowl, or just eat it out of the pot. I'm probably just going to eat it out of the pot so I don't have to do more dishes. So we'll let this sit for a little bit, and we'll be back. Alright, so it's pretty much been about a minute since I covered the egg. You can see it here. Okay, you can see it's still soft there. Alright, anyways, we're going to try this. I feel like the red of the soup is a little bit less than usual, but I don't know, it could be in my mind. Sometimes I add kimchi as well. Alright, let's give this a try. I don't know if it's in my head, but I honestly feel it's less salty than before. It's still good, but less salty than usual. That might be a good thing. I mean, for that, you could also kind of just adjust how much water. You can see I popped the egg. I kind of rushed it a little. So normally I cook it a little longer, so that the egg yolk doesn't pop itself so easily. That way I can pop it and have it go all over the noodle instead of into the soup. But here we go. I love the texture of this Shin Ramyun noodles. How it's more springy and bouncy and chewy. Yeah, it's very nice. One of my favorite noodles. Again, definitely give this a try. Don't just get it because of the K-pop Demon Hunters, unless you're like collecting it and you're gonna like save the box and the wrappers or leave it unopened forever. But yeah, I mean, if you want to do a collection like that, go for it. But yeah, don't buy it just because it's pretty much about the same thing, maybe a little less salty. Again, I don't know if that's just in my head. I just had Costco pizza, so maybe that's saltier, so I don't know. But I mean, definitely in the ingredients and nutrition facts, it shows less salt. So it could actually really be just that, or maybe when they had someone check the ingredients or nutrition facts, I don't know how they do it. Maybe they did tests on it and then found it had less salt than original. But it might be the same. I don't know. But yeah, again, flavor's pretty much the same, maybe just a little less salty, but again, it might just be in my head, even though it's on that packaging. Because if you do eat really salty stuff and then eat stuff less salty, it'll taste less salty even though you didn't change anything. So, yeah, pretty much same flavor. I really like this. And yeah, could be a little less salty. But again, you can also adjust how much water you put in the more salty one, and you'll get about the same thing maybe. So yeah, there you go. Still spicy if you're sensitive to spicy foods. This is going to be really spicy for you. For me, it's a nice level of spice, not too spicy. It's like just there to have that spice. All right, so there you go. If you like spicy foods, if you've had this noodle before, give it a try. Let me know if it's just in my head, if it tastes exactly the same to you, because maybe you didn't read the nutrition facts, and maybe me reading the nutrition facts just made me go, oh yeah, I definitely taste the difference. So there you go. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.